jump. Monahan battling back down the bottom here. Goes through the speedy drive. Slows it down just a bit. Williams gets the advantage. Down into 3 and 4. Here comes Monahan battling back. Does he have enough time? Through the speedy drive again. Checker flag. Here we go. They're set. They're off. That's the right. With the advantage on the low line here. Goes through the speedy drive. Slowed on the high line there, down the backstretch. Curtis into 3 and 4. He is leading in that 64 Chevelle. Paul Curtis comes off 4, sees the checkered flag from Steve Bowden, waving, and he will move on. They are off. Green is in the air. Down into 1 and 2. Give the advantage to Perry. Down the backstretch. Give the advantage to Daniels now in 3 and 4. He goes high. Off of 4, way up against the wall. He's got it. Just barely.
Nice run on the outside.
Yeah, Daniels there. Yeah. Wow. At the stripe, they are set. Green is in the air. Fitzgerald gets a good jump. Into 1 and 2. Fitzgerald out front. Crespin are going to try to battle back. Fitzgerald controlling the narrative over in 3 and 4. Off of 4, checkered flag waves. Fitzgerald going to move on. Matching up against Garrett Smith from Boomtown, New Jersey, 1990 Chevy Corvette. Green flag out. Down into 1. Here's the jump and the early advantage to Garrett Smith. But as you see, they are battling the speed dry over in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but not slowing Jared Smith down. Off 4, checkered flag waves. Jared Smith going to move on. 2024 champion, and last they're on here now. Carlito Mello gets a good jump. DeRozian's going to battle back. DeRozian gets a little loose there too. Here we go. Down into 3 and 4. Carlito Mello leads the way. Off of 4. Checkered flag waves. Carlito Mello. Comes up Matt DeRozian and moves on. Jen Bucher, Hot Flash Nasubi from Lincoln, Vermont. And Louis Diaz here. That's the matchup. Matt DeRozian burns it down over in turn 2. Sailing into 3 and 4. Here comes Suzuki back on the high line. Does she have enough time? Not going to be enough time. Louis Diaz going to move on. Here we go. Green out. Down into 1. Johnny Turbo in that white Subaru gets the advantage over Purse. They battle. Down on 2. Out front, Johnny Turbo. Jonathan Stevens from Melrose leading over the Red Dragon. Christine Purse. Checkered flag waves at the starter stand. And Johnny Turbo moving on. Here we go. Green flag here. 1 and 2. All sorts of moves. Kazunas holds on to it. That gives the advantage to Johnson in 3 and 4. Kazunas all sorts of moves again. Just wraps it up. Johnson moving on.
Great job keeping it underneath them though.
Absolutely was. low line here. Curtis on the high line. Curtis has the nose advantage to take him off. 2 down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Paul Curtis leading Jeff Daniels. Here they come off 4 to the stripe. Paul Curtis in the 64 Chevelle takes down Jeff Daniels.
Well, word from the pit area is Kamikaze has got his truck fixed. He'll be out after this.
Here we go. Green flag. Down into 1 and 2. Give the advantage to Smith over Fitzgerald. Smooth sailing for that Corvette 85 versus 90. The 90 is the one to collect the checker flag. Jared Smith going to move on. Here we go. Carlito has the jump. Johnny Turbo in the Subaru.
Yeah, Johnny got a good jump on that start, but it didn't help him much.
Here comes Carlito battling back down into 3. Carlito with the advantage. Johnny Turbo right there. Gonna try to move up the line. Carlito Mello slams the door. Carlito Mello takes down Johnny Turbo and moves on. They're at the stripe. They're set to go. Green is out. Here comes Johnson battling back down into 1 and 2. Off of 2. Nose to nose. Door to door. Here they go. Into 3 and 4. Johnson gets the nose advantage. The Subaru going to try the crossover. Coming back. Here we go. Nathan Williams gets the crossover. Making some noise. What a round of applause. What a move there. Looks like Louis Diaz's days. Down into 1 and 2. Paul Curtis. Nose to nose with Jared Smith. Paul Curtis pushes Smith up the track just a little bit. Takes the advantage. Smith going to battle back on the high line here. Coming across the stripe. Nathan Williams. Williams has been strong all day in that Subaru. He gets a good jump. They both get a good jump. Carlito Mello jumps out to the advantage. A lot of jumping in 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Carlito Mello. Can he hold off Williams? Off of 4. Checker flag waves. Carlito Mello moving on. Green is out. Here we go. Jump goes Williams down into 1 and 2. Curtis going to try to battle back. Williams off 2. Smooth sailing down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Opening that advantage over Curtis into 3 and 4. Here comes Curtis closing the advantage. Not enough time. Williams over Curtis for 3rd place there. Take victories earlier this season.
So best 2 out of the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Down into 1 and 2. Williams with the advantage, but here comes Smith on the high line, battling back. Williams with the nose advantage. Dive bombs into turn 3. Here comes Smith. Smith gets loose. That's going to give the checker flag to Williams. All right, so they switch lanes. Smith down the low line, and Williams on the high line here. Here we go. They are set. Green is in the air. Williams gets the jump. Smith is going to jump back to it. Nose to nose, door to door, down the back stretch. It's anybody's ball game. Smith with the advantage, and he's going to get loose and spin it. Williams over Smith. Second opportunity leads to the victory here in our East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator drags. Here's the big question. The Snorkeling Challenge is back here today. $100 bill is yours if you eat it. I ate it last time. It wasn't that bad. Come on, do it. All right. He's going to do it. Come on, $100. I paid $50. But you capitalized. The Subaru was fast all day. Go ahead. Little Gatorade to wash it down. He did it. He gives it a negative rating. All right, so you get a second chance opportunity and you bring it home. Talk to us about the day here in the East Coast towing Spectator drags. Two was awesome. And to come on and watch us, and all the fans online and the haters online bringing energy to the Spectator drag, so keep doing it. It was a great day. First win, if I'm not correct? Yep, first place. Who do you want to thank? I want to thank my family for coming and supporting me, for watching, and I thank all the fans. Woo! Jared Smith comes home second. You guys had quite a battle. What more did you need to get that win here today?
Personally, I felt what I did in the car was tires were getting a little, like I actually touched it, I did burn my hand a little. The rear end kept coming out, but like I'm not getting excuses. I got out there today. I raced him. I won pretty safe. He won. Like it's his race. He outdrove me today. Congratulations, buddy. You did a hell of a job. And I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thanks for coming out, watching us, trying to put on the show. And we'll try next time.
Carlito Mello, some gremlins struck. Looked like it was your day. What happened?
Just car issues. I mean, I'm a proven driver. The car's a proven winner car. Just got to work out those bugs. I've got a good team behind me. I want to thank Brothers Tire, 781 Motorsports, Mike Vincent as always. I want to thank my girlfriend and her whole family for coming out to watch me race. I'll have to take them next time. Go home, fix the car, be back next week.
Here we go. Nathan Williams, your East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator drag winner, and $100 richer for eating that scorpion. Jared Smith brings it home second, and Carlito Mello rounds out the podium here. We still